Andria Dolores Johnson was born on January 23, 1983, in Palatka, Florida, to a preacher father. From the age of 2, she began singing in her father's church, demonstrating a natural musical gift that would guide her life. A self-taught musician, Johnson served as a praise and worship leader at HQ Ministries in Altamonte Springs, Florida. Despite her talents, Johnson's early adult life was marked by intense struggles. A single mother of 3, she endured 2 divorces and even experienced homelessness. In 2013, she married Forrest Walker and expanded her family to 5 children. In June 2013, Johnson founded Imperfect People Changing, IPC, Ministries in Atlanta, Georgia, where she continues to serve as pastor. Her approach to ministry is unconventional and controversial. She has distributed cigarettes and condoms in inner-city neighborhoods, actions that sparked debate but were intended to meet people where they are, reflecting her own turbulent journey. Johnson's rise to national fame began with her win on the 3rd season of BET's Sunday Best in 2010. Homeless at the time, she auditioned in flip-flops and gym socks, nearly eliminated for her appearance. However, her performance of "This Is the Day the Lord Hath Made" earned a standing ovation. Her coronation song, "I Shall Leap Into My Destiny," co-written with her brother Terrence, topped the Billboard Gospel chart. Her debut EP, The Awakening of Andria Johnson, 2011, debuted at number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Gospel Albums chart, number 3 on the Independent Albums chart, and number 24 on the Billboard 200. She followed up in 2012 with The Evolution of Andria Johnson and a deluxe edition combining both EPs, all of which performed well commercially. In 2012, she won a Grammy for Best Gospel/Contemporary Christian Music Performance for her single, Jesus, becoming the first Sunday Best contestant to do so. She was also nominated for an NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Gospel Album. In 2015, Johnson was featured on the Oxygen reality show Preachers of Atlanta, showcasing her unfiltered, deeply human approach to ministry. Her discography includes Christmas Best, 2011, and Bigger Than Me, 2017. With over 96 million YouTube views and 120,000 monthly Spotify listeners, Johnson has amassed an estimated net worth of $2 million. Andria Johnson's rise to fame is a remarkable tale of resilience, talent, and unyielding faith. Among the many challenges she faced, her experience with homelessness during a pivotal time in her career stands out. In 2010, when she auditioned for BET's Sunday Best, she was a single mother of 3 who had just lost her home to foreclosure. Auditioning in flip-flops and gym socks, Johnson carried the emotional and logistical burden of homelessness into a moment that would change her life. At 27 years old, Johnson was living in Orlando, Florida, raising 3 children while serving as a worship leader at HQ Ministries. The 2008 financial crisis had devastating effects, and like many Americans, she found herself in economic freefall. Without a home, she relied on the emotional and financial support of friends and family to attend the audition in New Orleans. Her story underscores the power of community and connection, a recurring theme in her life and music. Homelessness carries more than a physical toll. For Johnson, it magnified her stress and fear, especially as a mother. But rather than break her, these challenges deepened her resolve. Her performances on Sunday Best were laced with raw emotional authenticity, a trait that deeply resonated with audiences. Her victory, backed by over 2 million viewer votes, marked a life-changing moment. "I Shall Leap Into My Destiny," her coronation song, symbolized her transformation from despair to hope. Johnson's triumph also shines a light on the struggles of single parents and the systemic issues surrounding poverty and housing insecurity. Her journey is a powerful reminder of how faith, talent, and community support can help someone rise from the depths of despair. In April 2011, just as Andria Johnson was stepping into the spotlight, tragedy struck. Her brother was shot and killed in Orlando, Florida. The news arrived just days before she was scheduled to headline a benefit concert titled Up from the Ashes in Lansing, Michigan, an event meant to celebrate her personal and professional rebirth. Despite her grief, Johnson rescheduled and eventually performed, channeling her pain into purpose. 5 years later, in 2016, another tragedy hit the Johnson family. Her brother Gregory A. Johnson, a talented musician and devoted father, died at the age of 32. While details about his death remain private, the emotional toll on Johnson was immense. At the time, she was building IPC Ministries and gaining visibility on Preachers of Atlanta. Losing a second brother reinforced her deep well of grief and reshaped her sense of purpose. These profound losses had a lasting impact on her music and ministry. Songs like A Jesus, which earned her a Grammy, and the more reflective tracks on Bigger Than Me speak to a spiritual journey marked by suffering, healing, and hope. Her raw and unfiltered style allows her to connect deeply with those who have endured similar pain. Johnson's grief also galvanized her ministry. IPC Ministries focuses on reaching the overlooked and broken, people often ignored by traditional church structures. Her unconventional methods reflect her belief in healing through honesty, compassion, and spiritual authenticity. The deaths of her brothers are not just personal tragedies, they are foundational to her mission of serving and uplifting others. In 2015, Andria Johnson's struggle with alcoholism came into public view. She appeared on a Periscope live stream visibly intoxicated and drinking tequila, shocking fans and critics alike. At the time, she was still riding the wave of her early successes, Grammy win, chart-topping gospel albums, and reality TV appearances. But behind the scenes, Johnson was fighting a battle that many in her industry keep hidden. Johnson has been candid about her addiction. She described alcohol as both a crutch and a curse, something she used to numb pain but which also endangered her health and career. The backlash from the video was intense, and some questioned her place in the gospel world. But rather than retreat, Johnson faced the controversy head-on, using it as an opportunity to address the hypocrisy she saw within the church. Her journey to recovery hasn't been linear. In interviews and later performances, Johnson spoke openly about relapses and the difficulty of maintaining sobriety while under public scrutiny. Yet her willingness to be transparent became one of her greatest strengths. She refused to present a sanitized version of herself, choosing instead to model what it means to seek redemption openly. Johnson's battle with addiction infused her music and ministry with even more emotional resonance. Her fans relate to her because she doesn't hide her flaws, she elevates them as evidence of grace. Her story is one of ongoing transformation, proving that faith doesn't require perfection, only honesty and perseverance. Through homelessness, grief, and addiction, Andria Johnson has become a symbol of survival. Her journey continues to inspire countless fans who see in her a reflection of their own struggles, and the possibility of hope beyond them.